Trump just signed an executive order. Let's call it the Taxpayer Transparency Order, signed March 28, 2025, to track every dollar in government bank accounts. We're talking total visibility into federal spending, straight from the Treasury's desk. It's a game changer, and honestly, it's overdue. Think about how I'd run a business consulting gig. If I'm helping any company grow, when I consult businesses and I'm trying to help companies grow, say a local retailer or a tech startup, the first thing I do is dive into their P&L statement. That's profit and loss, the heartbeat of any business. It shows me where the cash is coming in, where it's going out, and where can we trim. So why has the government been acting like it's exempt from that rule? Spending our tax dollars with no clear ledger. This order's laying it all out. Even agencies got to report every transaction, who's getting paid and why, with public dashboards so we can see it ourselves. It's like giving the feds their own P&L, overseen by the Office of Management and Budget and that new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Trump set up. Agencies have 6 months to get in line, and it's all about cutting waste and making sure our money's working for us. Most Americans should be all over this. It's our cash they're spending. Imagine the relief of knowing it's not just vanishing into some black hole of bureaucracy. Less waste, more results. But not everyone's clapping. Some in DC are probably sweating. Politicians with their pet projects or bureaucrats who've been coasting on sloppy budgets. Picture the consultants and big contractors who've been cashing in on loose oversight. They're not thrilled about this cleanup. It's like when I tell a client their bloated expenses are killing their profits. They don't always love hearing it, but it's the truth that sets them free. So what do you think, America? Is this the smart move to track our tax dollars like a business tracks its P&L? Are you stoked we're finally demanding accountability, just like any consultant would demand from a client to drive growth? Or is anyone out there unhappy about it? Maybe some think it's too much scrutiny, or they're worried it'll mess with their cushy deals. What's your take? Details on the executive order. Here's a plausible outline of the Taxpayers Transparency Order. Based on your requests, current 2025 trends, the Trump's fiscal accountability push, DOGE creation, and prior orders like the February 26, 2025 Cost Efficiency Initiative, signed March 28, 2025. Its purpose, to enforce detailed tracking and public disclosure of all federal spending, mirroring how businesses use P&L statements to ensure profitability and growth. Key provisions. Consolidates payments tracking into Treasury managed systems, replacing scattered agency processes. Requires itemized logs of every payment, receipt, amount, purpose, tied to budgets, IDs, or EINs for traceability. Agencies must cross-check payments against fraud databases, cut waste. A nod to the $236 billion in improper payments reported in 2023 per White House fact sheets. Launches a taxpayer portal dashboard by September 2025 showing real-time spending data updated quarterly. Gives DOGE, led by Elon Musk or Russ Vought, oversight to flag inefficiencies much like a consultant auditing a business. Timeline. Effective immediately with a 6-month compliance window for agencies. Legal biases. Builds on an Anti-Deficiency Act and Trump's executive authority, potentially clashing with the Impundent Control Act if funds are paused for review. This fits Trump's 2025 actions, like the February 18th memorandum on wasteful spending, transparencies, and DOGE's $105 billion in identified savings by March 4th. It's PBS. And his campaign focused on fiscal discipline. American sentiment and possible pushback. Support. Many would likely see this as a win for accountability. A small business owner might say, I live by my P&L. Why shouldn't the government? X posts around late March 2025 at Authority. Cheer, stop the waste, suggesting broad appeal amongst taxpayers tired of inefficiency. So most Americans seem to be happy about waste and efficiency in the government. So why are so many other Americans upset, destroying Teslas, upset at Musk, upset at Trump? So politicians, insiders benefiting on unchecked spending might resist. Think this kills flexibility to fund what I want. Contractors used to lax oversight could balk too. This cuts my easy gigs. Some might argue it slows legit programs, echoing legal pushback to Trump's February 2025 grant freeze. Maryland court ruling. What's your call? America, good for transparency and growth, or hassle for some? Please list in the comments below if you're for this, against it. Love to hear your rhetoric or what you think and why this benefits you or doesn't. I personally would love to see the government cleaned up and spend less of our taxpayer dollars on things that are useless and wasteful, and like to see and hold them accountable. We should know where our money is going. Just like any consultant out there, they're consulting a business and helping them grow. You want to know the data. You want to see where cash is coming in and where expenses are going out. How can you clean it up? How can you bring more cash in and help their business grow? It's simple math, and I'd like to see the government clean up and be held accountable when it's my dollars helping them out. All right. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you got insight from this. If you hated this, that's fine. Comment. Tell me what your thought process is and where you're struggling, why you support this or why you don't support this. Thanks and take care. Bye.